How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another Brent Jenkins golf video. This is one that I have been wanting to film for quite some time. It's been a big project. I've had a ton of help with it, and it's one that has been awaited by you guys and by many of you for a very long time now. So this is the Optishot simulator reveal. And I'm going to talk about where everything came from, where I bought from, what we used to put it all together, things like that. In the comments, if you want, I can try and break down the cost, how much I paid for everything, the best I can remember, because it was a job that kind of spanned over 5-6 months, something like that. So yeah, let's go and take a look and see what we've built. If you haven't already, go follow us on Instagram, links in the description. Big shout out to my father-in-law for building this entire setup. He did an absolutely outstanding job. So if you guys need any home repair remodels and you live in southwestern Oklahoma, he can hook you up. I'll put his Instagram in the description as well. He did an absolutely amazing job, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you to my fiance as well for letting me turn our garage into my golf room. It's been a dream of mine to have a room like this so I can kind of get better on my own time and do it. I mean, because I work full time as well, so do it on the little bit of free time that I do have. Being able to knock it out here at home is going to be a big game changer. So let's dive right into it. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, so we're out here out in my garage. We're going to run through the entire Optishot 2 setup that we have created. We're going to go through kind of the price point of everything that we've put in here, the price point of the actual Optishot simulator. We're going to go just through everything that's in this room, and about how long it took us was about 5 months to complete all of this, just on the few weekends that we actually had time to do things. So let's get into it, and let's start with the walls and how everything in here started. When we first started with this room, this is the third card side of my garage, and there was just a whole bunch of stuff over here. So we cleared all of this out, and it's completely empty, and then the walls needed to be touched up a little bit, so we just used mud from Home Depot, got it smoothed out, textured, matched. So after that, we let all that dry. And then we went and got paint from Home Depot. I believe it took probably like 5 gallons to do this entire little area. Used Compass Blue Eggshell Bare Premium from Home Depot. So pretty common, you can get it at any Home Depot. And then we trimmed it out with this white trim border to kind of separate it from the rest of the garage, so it kind of looks like its own room. That was one thing that I thought really looked good. It kind of set off the whole room. So really happy about that. I'm really happy we did that. So after that, we kind of got the turf all set in. The turf actually came off of Facebook Marketplace. Got it off of a guy, and he told me it came off of a softball field. A turf like this from Home Depot probably will cost somewhere around $800. And I just did not want to pay that. I thought that was absolutely outrageous. So this way, I actually got this entire 8-foot by 10-foot piece of turf. Really good turf. I mean, really thick. Very happy with it. I got it for $120, guys. So you really just gotta look, find those deals, and for any big project, you can find a cheaper way to do it. And we didn't really, this really didn't seem that cheap, because this is high quality stuff, and I'm very happy with it. We just got it for a steal of a deal. But after that, we kind of framed out the walls. So these walls over here weren't actually here. We built these out. This is framed with 2x4s all the way to the ceiling. We have 8.5-foot ceilings in here. After we framed out these walls, we kind of put up our projection screen to kind of make sure we had the right dimensions, and it fit perfectly. There's really not any gaps between the walls and the screen, so errant shots aren't going to come back and hit you or go through the wall or go through the screen or anything like that. So I'm very happy with how tight the screen fits in here. The screen is actually from Carl's Place. They sell all kinds of different sizes. This is the preferred screen, I believe. Preferred screen. I think it was like $350 from there. And it's hung with ball bungees from Home Depot. They're pretty cheap. You can get them for like $10 for a pack of 50. So they're very affordable. And then they're anchored by hook eyes, which I also got from Home Depot for maybe 10 bucks. So that part was very affordable. The next thing we did was build out this hitting pad. So the hitting pad is built by foam board and a couple sheets of like really thin plywood. And so we kind of sandwiched all of it together, and we cut out the square, or the rectangle for the Optishot unit to go into. And once we sandwiched it all together, we kind of wrapped a paint cloth. We wrapped a paint cloth around it, stapled it, glued it with carpet adhesive, so it's not gonna go anywhere. It's very secure in there. And then the top, this isn't the actual turf that comes with the Optishot. The turf that comes with the Optishot is really thin. I think I have it somewhere, but I have no idea where it is. This turf I got from Amazon. I believe it's like $120. But a turf upgrade is pretty necessary with this unit. If you don't get a turf upgrade, you're probably going to damage your sensors pretty quickly. If you're a good ball striker, you're not going to damage them. But you know, we all have buddies who don't play frequently, so this turf is kind of a must, I feel like, for this type of unit. But yeah, you can see the circle around it here. That is a pin light I also got from Amazon for about $15. The pin light is very useful because you don't want a whole lot of ambient light with these units. Ambient light can cause misreads, and misreads are pretty common just with this unit in general. That was one of the bad things that I had read, the poor reviews. But I don't get a whole lot of misreads with this, and I'm pretty happy with my purchase in that. So after we got this all built, these are two hitting turf pads. They fit right in there. I got those off Amazon as well. Unfortunately, they're not the same color because just, I guess, different cuts. But I bought them from the same company, the same actual product. They just came in two different colors, which is kind of unfortunate, but it happens. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade and get the whole thing the same color. But once we got it all put together, we framed it out with some trim board, or some border trim, and screwed it all together. It looks perfect. So really happy with how that turned out. One question I get a lot about this was the projector. What projector should I use? And I had no idea, so I kind of met with this guy on Facebook, messaged him, and asked him, because he was real knowledgeable on projectors. He actually sells them, refurbishes them, all that kind of stuff. So I was asking him, you know, I told him what I was doing and what I needed, and he goes, you need something with high lumens. And so he recommended this Powerlight 520 short throw projector, and it's turned out to be really good. Really happy with it. It's ran from HDMI cord over through the ceiling and down to my computer, and that's how it produces the picture onto the screen. It's mounted by a standard projector ceiling mount from Amazon for like 25 bucks. But yeah, other than that, we'll move on to the next part. The last piece of my little golf room is this putting green. It's a good daily activity for me to come out here and hit maybe 50 putts. Even if they're a straight putt, you can make sure you're hitting them on line. And that's one thing that I've always struggled with putting. It's just making sure I'm starting the ball on line. So that's going to be a big help going into the tournament or the end of the tournament season that I'm going to be able to play in this year, which I'm very happy about. So that's the last little bit of my golf room. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this video, send it to a friend. And let's get this community rolling. I'm excited and appreciative of every single one of you. And peace. We'll talk to you next time.